and welcome to your April 2018 general reading. I do my love readings separately and I'll have them out next week, Taurus, okay? So, your additional guidance card is the Wheel of Fortune, okay? There seems to be you've got two sixes, you've got the Page and the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Discs. So, the Wheel of Fortune is a 10. It's a new cycle. It's got the Wheel of Destiny, which speaks to me, Taurus. There's some date with destiny going on for you, some serendipity, something that was always has the hand of fate in it. Now, everything's got the hand of fate in it, but there's certain things in our life which are much more fated than others. Generally, meetings with people, gifts of financial aid when we need it, but there's definitely some sort of turnaround of events going on for you. There's two sixes and two tens. The sixes are healing and the tens are new chapters. Okay, so let me begin right at the beginning. You've got the Six of Discs. Okay, it's one of my, I say that I love this card. The shadow side of this card is there might be a situation involving you and someone else. It's a bit out of balance here because this guy is trying to weigh the scales up because they've been a bit unbalanced. Okay, Taurus. This is the earth element, so it could be to do with money, but in the astrological wheel, the earth element is also about value systems. So you might be weighing up something to do with destiny, to do with fate, to do with right action, and you're trying to get these scales to balance out. Right next to it is the Knight of Cups. So I think this is an emotional situation, by the way. Now, how I read my Knight of Cups, everyone's different, as you know, is this guy has just done a little bit of a battle, okay? He's gone through a bit of a dark night and had to face some demons, and he's overcame them, and he's won. Because look, he's came out the victory, and he's holding a grail here. So maybe some Taurus have been involved in a situation that's been way out of balance, and some harmony has to be restored here. So these scales are brought back. Remember the Fool card, and I'm just laughing because you've got the Fool card. Everything needs to be brought back to zero, okay? If we're not operating from that zero, we're carrying the past, okay? And we all carry the past a little bit. But true transformation is when all the scales are balanced out, we're not carrying karmic debts or too many obligations. Then we're this beautiful free spirit who can operate in the world in a really, truly open way. And you've got the Fool, by the way. I didn't even see that. Now, what you most want is the Six of Swords. A Six of Swords is a transition card. Even though it's a swords card, it so involves your emotional world, because look at the sea and the full moon and the weeping willow, which represents the feminine and divine protection in Celtic folklore. Okay, so what you most want is a soul peace, Taurus. Yeah, that sort of, to be at ease, to be in this beautiful flow of life. I think some Taurus have overcame something, and you might even be leaving and closing a difficult door so you can glide forward to this new one. With this card, we don't know where she's going, but we know she's going forward. Okay? I'm just laughing at the next card. You're not going to believe it, because your protector card is this beautiful Page of Cups, this open heart. Look at his heart. Think of other cards like the Three of Swords or the Five of Cups. And then think of this card. This is the pure heart. It represents the beginning of a new love affair or the resurrection of an old one, okay? But there's such a vulnerability and an openness to this card. It's like, our first love, when we don't carry all the burdens and all the blah of our life experience. It's this beautiful open heart. And this is what's protecting you all month, Taurus. It's like you became like almost childlike again in the most beautiful sense of the word, okay? And this is what's helping you move forward. So love is helping you move forward. And can there be anything better in this world than this beautiful open heart guiding you to a new phase? The challenge is the King of Swords, okay? So what I want you to be careful of is you're not cutting yourself off from it, because this King of Swords can be very dispassionate. He's got a great purpose, though, by the way. He'd be your meditating mind, a mind that can see 360 degrees. But as a challenge, he's maybe saying there may be a desire to cut your feelings off, okay? We tend to cut our feelings off after because we've loved and we've trusted and we've been destroyed, sometimes by this King of Swords, I tell you. Or we've done it to someone else and there's regret, there's remorse. But this King of Swords is your challenge. Try not cut off your heart, Taurus. Try and stay with this impulse that seems to be guiding you, because I like it. Because in the relationship house, you've got the Fool card, which means, its shadow side can be feeling in a void, okay? Nothing's happening. So it'd be the 0, and then something new would begin in the Magician, yeah? So some people don't like this card. Its highest meaning is there's been some huge healing and a huge, even maybe a karmic debt paid off. Some restoration's been made with someone. Your heart's been renewed, and it's put you back to this blank slate. Someone who's ready just to be in the present moment, not carrying all this baggage of the past, okay? The Fool is our true home. And we're all trying to find our way back here, by the way. And every card is just a journey to get us back home again, which is the Fool card. Work and money, you've got the 2 of Wands, so you might have came to a threshold, a crossroads around what to do regarding money and work. Yet you've got 2 twos, which is about trying to restore balance. You might be asked to let go of one of these pentacles you're holding on to. Maybe you've been trying to juggle too much. You're weighing up pros and cons. Sometimes this 2 of Discs can represent investing a pentacle, and it goes over the rainbow. It lands in a little island, and it becomes a nest. It's a sort of a nest egg for the future. Very often a self-employed card, investing money in all the tools. I'm not sure, but money and work isn't your predominant theme this month, Taurus. Restoration, healing, and love seems to be the energy of your month. At a soul level, you've got the 3 of Discs, and I've turned around. You've got loads of 3s appearing, look. 3 of Swords, 3 of Cups, and 3 of Discs. So some of you have maybe had to make a choice between 2 people. Others maybe an old wound that's been opened up that needs to be cleared, okay? But with that 3 of Cups, it's about clearing it so you can fly free, okay? Boy, Taurus. Anyhow, at a soul level, 3 of Discs. The 3 of Discs is a card about cooperation. The 3s always involve having to work with other people, yeah? So you might be asked to cooperate with someone, pull together, work to get something done. I'm not quite sure what it means. I'll pull you another card if you want. And your outcome is a 10 of discs, which is great financial card, but it's deeper than that, because the 10s are all about overflowing energy. So sometimes for the better and sometimes for the worse, but this is for the better, because your heart is wide open and you've got plenty to share. So, and that's the same regarding money or regarding your emotions, okay? Because really when you boil down to it, Taurus, there's all just one energy flow, and it doesn't matter if it's around love or money. And once we start to work with life in that way, everything starts to flow better, which is the Six of Swords. I want another card for you at a soul level. Okay, oh, I don't know what to... Give me a minute, guys, please. A Strength card. Soul unification, pulling yourself together, which means you're no longer controlled by fear. You're unifying yourself and moving forward to claim your powerful destiny. Virgo got exactly the same. So if you've got any Virgo, then check out their reading. But this is passion, your heart. You might be asked to be very, very, very resourceful this month, Taurus. But the resources you've been asked to do are so you can claim back your heart. You can. There's definitely healing going on here. And so you can return to your true home, which is the Fool card. And return to that blank slate, that free spirit who knows how to love in the present moment, without the past interfering. We're all trying to get there, Taurus. And it looks like this month, it's your month to do it. I'll be back next week for your relationship reading, and you can get me directly. My email's in the About section. Loads of love, Taurus. Bye.